What was the question? What's better, Velma or the pitch black match? For those of you who weren't here during the pre-stream, I talked about having watched the first 2 episodes of Velma and giving up. I think it's a bad show. And not for the reasons that, a lot of people are invoking. I don't care if they reimagine her. I don't care she's brown. I don't care that Shaggy's brown. I don't care that Daphne is half Asian. Who cares? I don't care about that. Take the source material, adapt it with it, whichever way you want. It doesn't matter. Just have fun with it. Have fun with it. But I don't think they had fun with it. That show stinks. It is a show that hates itself. I watched 2 episodes and there is not a single likable character on that show. Shaggy Norville, because he's not Shaggy yet. Apparently he becomes Shaggy later on, but my cutoff is 2 episodes. I can't do it anymore. Shaggy, I guess he's supposed to be, the timid, more introverted guy, the sweet guy. And I guess you're supposed to like him a little more, but he's so, there's too much of him. There's too much ironic self-loathing coming out of his dialogue that you're like, man, I can't relate to you. You're too much of a caricature. And that's the problem with everyone here. It's like I told Kristen, the whole dialogue in this show is people talking to each other like they talk to each other on Twitter. They're sending out tweets, quote tweeting each other. There's no real flow to the dialogue. They're just like, just like sending out lines to each other, not really listening to each other, and everyone is unlikable. But I think see you later, El Gato Pollo Loco. But I think the most egregious thing, the biggest problem with the show is that it's not funny. It's not funny, and it's supposed to be fun. And you can, look, it's one of those shows where you can see the jokes. You can see them. You're like, this is a joke. Yeah, but I'm not laughing. And that makes it particularly egregious. So I just turned it off. It was like 2 episodes in, and I apparently they do introduce the dog Scooby-Doo later on, and there's all sorts of little neat callbacks to the series. There's Easter eggs all around, and all that shit. But it's a show that doesn't like itself. It's an angry show that hates itself, hates its audience. You can tell like they're being very combative towards the audience. Oh, well, you were expecting this. I'm not expecting anything. I'm expecting to have a good time, and what you're doing is you're coming in with some presumption that I'm against you. I want to be on your side. So which is better, Velma or the the Mountain Pitch Black Dew Bray Wyatt LA Knight match? I'll tell you one thing. Velma does not pretend to be a TV show because it is a television show. It doesn't pretend to be a cartoon. It is a cartoon. The Mountain Dew match pretends to be a wrestling match when it is anything but. How about that? I'm going to leave it at that. You figure it out.